Madison.
Good morning, Ms. Richardson, and good morning, Dreyfus. Let's talk mental health. Today we're going to be talking anxiety triggers, but first it's important to say that anxiety is a normal human experience. It's our natural response to perceived danger. In the past, that danger took the form of saber-tooths and mammoths. Now it takes the form of midterm testing and speaking before a crowd. The situation has changed, but the response has remained the same. People working in the mental health field, such as myself, utilize a tool called the DSM-5 to help distinguish between day-to-day anxiety and when it transcends to a diagnosable mental disorder. The technical term for medically relevant anxiety is generalized anxiety disorder. You might wake up the day of a test or performance feeling a muscle tension or sensation of lightness in your chest. That's normal. The DSM-5 looks to see if you've had these feelings for more days than not over a 6-month period before considering a diagnosis. It also looks to see if you have specific symptoms in 3 out of 6 categories. The DSM-5 information on mental disorders is not something that's gatekept. It's available for everyone to look into. So if you feel that your anxiety is outside the norm, it's worth informing yourself the criteria. But what's most important is taking that information to a professional who has received the training to diagnose. Now, Ms. Richardson, I heard you have some triggers for us.
I do.
Let's hear them.
So one of the anxiety triggers is caffeine. A lot of our students like to go to Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and get iced coffee. They don't know that caffeine causes anxiety triggers. So we have to maintain what we intake when we have caffeine. Number 2, skipping meals. It's not good for us to be skipping meals because that also can cause anxiety response. We have to make sure that at least eat 3 times a day. That can help us bring better nutrients to us and also minimize the anxiety. 3, negative thinking. A lot of us might have some negative thinking, and how we view ourselves can cause anxiety. So be mindful of how we view ourselves and how we think, and make sure that we be positive with how we think, because that also can reduce negative anxiety response. Parties and social events. I like to party. Madison, I don't know if you like to party.
I love to party.
But I also know that it also can cause anxiety when we're not comfortable meeting new people. So it's very important that if we do have anxiety, maybe bringing a friend or a companion to actually go to these parties, and that can reduce the anxiety response. Conflict. A lot of kids go through some conflict with their friends and family that cause anxiety. Learning how to be able to not bring too much anxiety when we have in conflict, learning to forgive, learning to just let things go can reduce anxiety. So those are some symptoms that can have the anxiety response. But if we continue doing our coping strategies that we're learning, the deep breathing, and what's that one that you actually did?
The pranayama breathing.
It'll help us reduce the anxiety. Thank you, Dreyfus.
Stay frosty, Dreyfus.
Good morning, Dreyfus. It is Monday, March 4th, 2024, and I'm Griffin, Jobs Not Finished Petty, hoping you all had an amazing, restful weekend.
And I'm Isla, Griffin is back Warner. Today is National Pound Cake Day, so let's pound out that intro.
D S
Oh!
A.
Ever since that first August day of school, I've been counting down the clock, and that sweet, sweet Spirit Week is finally almost here. It is officially 1 week until Spirit Week. Make sure that you check your class's Google Classroom page to sign up and participate in the different events for your Spirit Week. Also, check your class's Google Classroom page for the dress-up days next week. Dreyfus goes all out for Spirit Week, so make sure you plan ahead your outfits and show up next week with that Dreyfus magic. I cannot wait to see all the amazing, magical, fantastic spirit. Sorry for all the use of evaluative adjectives, though.
Hey, so I'm taking French, but even I'm looking forward to buying these pulsera bracelets. Spanish Art Society is selling pulsera bracelets to support Latin American communities. This begins as of today and goes until Spirit Week. These bracelets were made in Latin America, so you know it's authentic. The purpose is to give back to these countries that are making these. They're only $10, so stop by Mrs. Brown Room 1101 or the cafeteria to purchase one. Also, SHS members, you can earn 1 hour for each time you help sell these bracelets at lunch.
Hey Dreyfus, I'd like to let you into the life of a young artist, starting with yours truly here by letting you all know I've actually been working on a little piece of literature lately. Maybe I'll show it to you guys later, live here on DSOA Today. Well, enough about myself. If you would like to submit your own art for somebody else's eyes to see, potentially all of your Dreyfus Magical peers, Seeds is accepting online spring submissions. Find the links to submit on their Instagram at Seeds@DSOA Today to have a chance to be featured in an award-winning literary and arts magazine. Your artwork is due by March 26th. Make sure to plant that seed in those applications, Dreyfus. Get it? Seeds? Anyways, I'd like to thank my mom, my chihuahua, and Contavious. What? It's not my acceptance speech? It's for Film Association? Oh, well, my apologies. The Film Association is now selling Oscars and popcorn for $5 on School Cash Online. Make sure to buy yourself one and give it a speech. Maybe probably not as good as mine, though.
Metaphors, similes, personification, and rhyming. You know what they all are? Figures of speech. Creative Writing and Speech and Debate present their annual collaborative showcase this Thursday, March 7th in the Black Box Theater, beginning at 6 p.m. This show includes slam poetry, dramatic and oral interpretation, original oratory, and various other spoken word performances by our talented communication students. Tickets are $10 and can be purchased through Seat Yourself. Personally, I think I should be presenting my Ed Sheeran poem from last year.
Juniors, get ready for your super awesome test. Wait, that's what it means, right? Well, if not juniors, the SAT is in 2 days. You will receive your testing passes and locations in your first period class on test day, which is this Wednesday. Please be sure to get a good night's sleep and eat a healthy breakfast. You must bring your fully charged district device in order to test. Do super awesome on the super awesome test, Dreyfus.
On February 22nd, Dreyfus held its first ever skate night as an event as a way to raise money for track and field team. Here's DSOA Today members Ollie Tobin and Chloe Ryder with how the night rolled.
The track and field team held a fundraiser at Astro Skate World, and everybody had a really great time.
While in the past the team has turned to more traditional methods of fundraising such as snap raise, this year the team decided to roll the dice and try a new type of fundraising, a skate night. While skate nights are less common, in the 80s before social media was prominent, teens would go to the skating rink and get together with their friends. Similarly, this skate night allowed Dreyfus students to get together and enjoy an evening of skating and dinner without the worries of technology.
Everyone's off their phones and they're with their friends and they're just having a great time.
The money for the event went towards funding uniforms and to pay for equipment and meets. Here's Coach Venning with more.
I grew up in a skating rink, so I've been skating since I was like 6, 7 years old, and they just redid this place, so I was like, let's get some kids out here and have some fun, and I think we did that.
And of course, it wouldn't be a track and field event without a little bit of competition.
Overall, the track team is on a roll, running a successful event and raising money for the team. I'm Ollie Tobin reporting for DSOA Today.
Well, that's all we have for you today, folks. Signing off, I'm Isla, no soup for you, Warner.
And I'm Griffin, yada 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 petty, hoping you all have a crazy lit Monday.